You may not.
It's the princess's order, Your Highness.
Then bring her here. I will not have you rummaging through my belongings until she is here.
Tut tut. You're in no position to be giving us orders, foreigner.
And your behavior is most unacceptable. Is this how Ceruleans treat your king's guests, my lord?
The king is dead, princess. As his most loyal subject, I will not have you using his name in such a manner.
Or perhaps you simply need to reevaluate your ways, my lord. With or without its king, Alcos has never mistreated its foreign ambassadors.
Oh, it's only for the untrustworthy, I assure you. Now, stand aside and let this poor guard do his work.
Poor guard. Now you show compassion?
Only to those who are worthy of it. Unfortunately, you haven't proven yourself deserving, milady.
A shame, is it not?
Oh, it's quite the opposite. If anything, this will help the people see the truth about you. Those documents have been gone long enough from the king's study, don't you think?
How dare you!
Oh, I dare. Now, step aside and stop wasting our time. Can't you see we still have the rest of the palace to go through? If we don't find those documents in your quarters, that is.
For the last time, my lord, unless you bring Princess Beatrice here, you are not welcome to search my quarters.
You dare threaten me, witch? I'll...
Hey! Stop!
You again? How many times must you interfere with my affairs?
As many times as I want!
Squire, please, restrain your tongue.
These are orders from the princess, boy. Stand down, or...
Yeah, I heard you. We already checked her room. She's clear.
What?
Squire.
You heard that right, my lord. Didn't find anything, so move along now. Shoo. Didn't you say you have other rooms to check? I think you should go do that now, my lord.
Impossible!
Yeah, well, tough luck, Lord Dreg. Not my fault you're slow.
I demand another search. This is unacceptable. A breach of protocol. Those documents are the lifeblood of our kingdom. Treasures. And this woman has it.
Jeez, don't give up, do ya?
I will not. Not until I've found what this spy stole.
Uh-huh. And where's your proof?
Inside her room. It's... Your Highness, just in time.
Did you really need to make a scene?
Of course not, Your Highness. But the missing documents.
Will be found in due time. Is that why you're here?
Why, yes. I am simply trying to help out and...
Specifically asking you to help, Lord Dreg.
Princess! But Your Highness, this isn't a task that...
Princess Kamala, I apologize on behalf of Lord Dreg.
Your Highness! A monarch must never... This spy does not deserve your...
And we will speak about your blatant disregard of our esteemed guest's privacy, my lord. In private. However, due to the importance of those documents, I'm afraid we must also check your private quarters, Princess Kamala.
Ah!
Will you allow it? I will oversee the entire thing.
Huh? Why?
Of course. Do as you wish. You may start.
Yes, Your Highness.
Huh. I will relish the discovery of your betrayal.
Thank you, Kamala. It's just a formality. I promise it will only be a quick look.
Hey, are you really sure about this?
You did not have to do that. I could have handled it myself. Please do not lie on my behalf again, Squire.
What?
You are a good man. There is no need for you to lie on my behalf. The world has enough of that as it is.
Hey, Princess! What are you up to?
Just looking out the window.
Enjoying the view?
It is funny. Cerulean is known for its vast lake, and yet people do not usually go there.
It's pretty far down. We usually just use it for special occasions.
I see. When I first came here, I gazed upon the lake through this very window. Such a majestic sight. A light crystal blue, reflecting the sky above. I remember being absolutely captivated by it. But perhaps back then, I was only gazing at the lake's surface. In time, well, you find out that there are parts too deep for the sun's light to reach.
Princess?
Perhaps Shira was right. I am still too naive. I thought I knew Cerulean, but how could I? I have only been here for a few months. Now, I am in over my own head, forced to drown.
I know it sucks. I let you down. I'm sorry Cerulean isn't as great of a place as you thought it was. But you know what? I don't think it's over yet. The lake changes. It freezes over during the winter. It melts during the spring. And during the summer, it dries up enough so that you could almost see the bottom on a sunny day. We can change. I know we can. And you're right here helping it happen.
Thank you. That is good to know. One can change for the better, but one can also change for the worse. I only hope that I am doing the right thing.
Sorry. I know there's somewhere else you want to be.
It's okay.
But thanks for your donation, Val. I'm sure the Marshal will appreciate any help he can get.
No problem. It's the least I could do. Mortimer's still my home, after all. What?
You don't have to keep doing this, you know? You already have a life here.
It's actually a bit more complicated than that. But it's okay. since I couldn't be there to help anyway.
You know, I was worried about your constant visits to the tavern, but it's nice to see that you haven't changed at all. Well, if you want to keep giving, I won't stop you, but you'll have to hand it over to my cousin starting next week.
Did something happen?
Oh, nothing. It's just that my husband and I are leaving for Alarius next week.
Oh, that's sudden.
It couldn't be helped. It's the war. You know how it is. I know that Cerulea's army is strong, especially with Sir Grand on our side. But until we know that for sure we've won, we need a home where our baby can be safe.
There's Mortimer.
Mortimer's not really that kind of home right now. And I don't think it ever will be again. Some of us have got to move on at some point, right?
I understand. I guess I'll see you around. Have a safe trip.
Stay safe, Val.
Man, leaving one by one. But I guess that's one more reason for us to win the war, huh?
Aren't you supposed to be on patrol?
Yep, all done. Let's train already. Come on, what do we need to do today? Weights, archery, swords. I'm ready for whatever you're planning to throw at me today.
Wait, train? You mean right now?
Yeah.
I can't train you today. I need to be somewhere.
Aww.
Sorry, I'll make it up to you.
What's more important than training? Come on, I showed up early so we'd have more time.
Well, I guess there's no harm if I bring you with me. Let's go. Make sure you bring a weapon with you.
Ha! Always. What for?
There might be bandits.
Oh, yeah! Are we there yet?
No.
Now?
No! How many times are you going to ask that?
Why didn't you bring your armor with you?
I won't need it. And Millie doesn't really like it here. She doesn't tag along when I make these trips. It reminds her of things she doesn't like.
As expected of Sir Grand. Even without the armor, I knew! Shh! What? What is it? Is it the bandits?
Oh, there it is! Jeez, they should have put road markers. Come on, over here.
All right, time to introduce them to the pointy end of my sword. Ha! Get ready for my... Huh? Where'd the bandits go?
Bandits? I never said we'd meet one for sure. It's just a precaution. And come here, help me clean this place up. Get those weeds.
Aw, man! Weeding!
Don't tell me you're scared of them.
What? Hell no. I'm the best farmhand you'll ever meet. Weeds are nothing to me! Watch this. Ah! Ha! Take that! What's this place anyway?
A memorial.
Wait, what? Really? My memorial is supposed to look big and grand? This doesn't look like a memorial at all. This looks more like a cheap grave marker on the ass end of nowhere, if you ask me. What's it for?
For Mortimer and the people we lost.
Well, that was insensitive of me.
It's okay. That's not new. We've heard worse. From the king himself to boot. If it weren't for this alliance, people probably wouldn't even be talking about Mortimer. A few years more and the kingdom would have forgotten about us. I suppose that's one good thing that came out of this.
You remember them?
I do. Who else would? I made a lot of mistakes. I knew something was up with those merchants when they started keeping to themselves. Hell, I heard them talking about it the night of the raid. I could have done something.
But weren't you just a kid back then?
I could have still warned everyone. I could have saved someone if I'd just opened my mouth. Instead, I just hid. Papa, Mama, Millie's Lord Mortimer, they're all dead because I'm a coward. Everyone in Mortimer suffered because I'm weak. So you see, now that it's too late, remembering them is the least I could do.
What were they like?
Huh? Who?
Your papa and mama.
Kind. They were kind. Papa worked hard. Every day, he headed out to sea to fish. Mama was good at sewing, and she liked putting these little patterns on her work. She said it was a good luck charm. She actually made me a dress with one for my birthday that year. And I never got to wear the last one, thinking about it. Honestly, it's all I remember about them these days. Sometimes I wonder if that's enough.
It's why you and Matilda fight. I don't see anything wrong with that.
When does it end, though? What if a time comes when we don't want to fight anymore? What if I just want to go home? What if I don't want to be Sir Grand anymore?
Then it's just going to be Vel and Matilda. I don't see anything wrong with that either.
Just Vel, huh?
What? Did I say something funny?
Nothing. It's just, we've been doing this together for so long now, Matilda and I. Ever since the night I found her. Ever since I started wearing the armor. It's just hard to imagine. Us, laying down our sword, going home just to, what? Rebuild a town that everyone's still afraid to go back to? A town that I'm not even strong enough to protect in the first place?
Sure you can. Come on. If people can imagine stuff like, oh, we have a lake that came from God's spit. And a flower that became a castle. So, yeah, if people can imagine those silly stuff, why can't you dream about going home to rebuild? At least yours doesn't sound impossible.
You have a point.
Of course I do.
Don't be so proud of it.
But, you know, I know how much not being able to do anything sucks. I've been there. And it's not like we can go back in time to change things or to make things better or to fix it. What's done is done. We can only look forward and do our best to make the future we can still have better. It sucks. It's frustrating, but it's just how it is. But for what it's worth, Vel, I think you still did right by them. Your family. And every person you lost. I think they'd be proud of what you are now.
Come on, we gotta finish this before it gets late.
Right.
Please, let's talk. Please, be quick about it, Squire. I am busy. You aren't going to stop asking me, are you?
Come on, there's gotta be something you're afraid of.
Fine. If I had to fear something, it would be inadequacy.
Aw, that ain't no real fear.
It is too! When you are in a position such as mine, inadequacy can spell the end of an empire. Mass famine, riots,
huge outbreaks of anal warts. Those are just some of the things that can happen if I do not do my job perfectly. I must always be vigilant.
Anal warts?
How does you slacking off lead to an outbreak of anal warts?
Do you really want the details? I have the historical documents to prove it.
Never mind. I think I'll pass.
Princess, would it be okay to ask about your father?
Yes, my father. He was a stern king. He'd always do his rounds upon the castle, making sure all the guards were at their proper stations. Fertility God have mercy if he caught you slacking off. This one time, he dragged a guard straight out of the castle for flirting with one of the cooks. He stripped the man of his station on the spot and told him that if he couldn't keep it in his pants, then he'd fix the problem by striking at the source.
Yikes!
Yes, definitely not someone you'd want to cross.
Hey, Amy! What you up to?
Nothing much. Just trying to figure out what the deal is with this.
Oh, your mom's medicine, huh?
Yeah, Giselle said that they never had anything like it in stock. So where would Mum even get this? Figured the archives might have the answer. Been reading up on some of these books.
Maybe it's something else. I mean, the vial does look pretty fancy.
Oh my! You seem to be busy. Squire, I have never seen you around so many books. Is everything all right? Oh! Are we having an experiment? I have not done something like this for a while.
Princess Kamala? Well, actually, I'm not really. I'm just looking into this medicine.
Medicine? You are feeling ill then?
Not really. I'm just sort of trying to figure out what it is.
Ooh, an alchemic mystery! How exciting! May I have a look?
Is everything okay?
A strange smell for a medicine. If I may, there is a certain trick I have learned when dealing with mysterious substances, though I will need a sample.
Really? Do you think you might know what it is then?
We shall see.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much, by the way. I really appreciate it.
It is no problem. After all, you have been so hospitable to me. Alvat nal shiret. Let favors be passed around, friends.
Friend?
Yes. Is that not what we are?
Yeah, I guess we are.
Now, I just need a bit of gold. Ah, this will do.
Princess Kamala! That's your jewelry!
You sure it's alright to use that? Looks expensive.
What good is gold if it is meant to just look pretty? When beauty finds itself a practical function, that is how you know that you have really struck a bargain.
What's happening?
Ah, the Aria Hashkar, aged and diluted, but there it is.
Huh? Oreo, what?
See the bubbles rising from the bottom? Also, look at the black stains forming on the gold. Certain substances are harmless on their own, but when prepared a certain way, mixed with the right ingredients, they can become quite deadly.
What are you saying?
I fear your mystery medicine is in fact poison, though there has always been a blurry line between the two. That which cures can also kill when prepared by a skilled hand.
No way.
Are you sure, Princess?
Without a doubt, I am familiar with such things. As a princess, to separate remedy from malady is an important skill. You never know whether the next glass of wine will be your last. Though the poison in this vial is diluted, I have seen certain mixtures which can cripple a man within seconds.
No, that can't be.
Sis.
That means
Is everything alright?
thank you so much, Princess. I really mean it. But I just need to gather my thoughts right now.
Amy! I'll go after her. Thanks for your help, Princess.
Squire, it is none of my business, so I ask no further questions. We all have our secrets after all. But I urge you to be careful. Matters of poison often lead to dangerous people. Please keep safe.
Sure thing. Amy!
She wasn't taking medicine. She was taking poison. Someone must have. This means that Mom was killed.
What would you like to buy today? By all means, keep buying. Thank you for the purchase. Thank you for your generous patience.
I'm glad you're so concerned.
Did she want to have a conversation?
Hey.
Did she want to have a conversation? Squire, may I ask you a question?
Sure thing. I mean, I'm always asking you questions. It's only fair.
Do you believe that secrets are sometimes necessary?
Well, I guess so. I've got a couple of secrets of my own that I'd like to keep for myself. But there are also secrets that I think sort of hurt you when you keep them in. Like this one time, I kind of spilled juice all over Amy's clothes. Best not ask about the details, but she was furious! She didn't know it was me, though. But it kind of got me. I ended up telling her. I don't think I've ever seen her reach for a pitchfork so quickly. But after a good day of running for my life, I gotta say, it felt good to have it all out there in the open.
I see. You make a good point. It's just that... never mind.
Well, if you ever need to tell me something, Princess, I'm always here to listen.
Let's talk, okay? Thanks for your concern.
Got any other hobbies?
Oh, Millie and I play Kingsboard all the time.
Oh, I know that. That's the game where you have to move around squire and knight pieces so you can capture the other guy's king.
Yep, it's one of the few things that we can do together without people staring at us weird.
Indeed. Though Val here has the bad habit of always choosing the white pieces.
What's wrong with that?
You put yourself at a tactical disadvantage by letting your enemy know your first move. In a real battle, the one who reacts is the one who wins. Not to mention your use of the knight pieces. I don't understand why you move them so often.
But I think knights are cool. They can jump over things.
They lack the board control of the other pieces. Just because they are called knights doesn't mean they necessarily reflect the strength of their real-world counterparts.
Oh, I had no idea the game is that intense. I just always thought it was cool to feel like you were commanding an army.
The Kingsboard is a test of intellect. A thought exercise meant to train soldiers in strategy. It is not enough to simply feel cool.
Oh, okay. I'll remember that.
Three vials of serpentamine, check.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, hello there.
So, is Giselle all right?
Well, she's feeling better. I give her a day off from time to time when I feel like she needs it. After what's happened, I just want her to take it easy, you understand?
Yeah, of course.
Now, if you'll excuse me, a new stock of potions have just arrived. I need to take an inventory.
Oh, I see.
8 vials of ember bark? 3 flasks of Varelli herb essence? I could have sworn I ordered more.
Doc, listen, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I should have never let Giselle get captured by the bandits.
It's fine. Think nothing of it. Things like that, they happen.
But...
Oh, good. There's the vat of Alcosi June crab blood. That should keep Lady Taliha happy for the next few months. Still out of Mandragora drought. Oh dear, this is going to be trouble.
You sure you're not angry with me?
There it is, the dragon's tooth I ordered. A useless placebo, but some nobles still insist on sticking them up there.
Look, Doc, I screwed up real bad. Even after you told me about Giselle and the bandits.
Stop. I've had enough of people thinking of themselves as failures.
But...
If there's anyone who should be blaming themselves, it's people like me. Those with the experience and knowledge to know better.
You? But
I'm her guardian. I knew what happened to Giselle all those years ago. The bandits, the Drowser, I should have never let her go. But a few months ago, after being afraid of going outside for so long, Giselle approached me. She asked me if she could harvest ingredients in the forest. That was the first favor she'd ever asked of me. How could I say no to that? That girl, she puts so much pressure on herself. She's doing all these things even when it pains her.
you know, back there in the forest when she was looking for herbs, she just kept on going, even if she was scared.
Yes, she did. The way I see it, she's far too young to be putting that much guilt on her shoulders. Forgive me. If I seem upset, it's not because of you. I'm just worried for her.
I think we both are. Look, I may not be the most reliable squire yet, but I promise I'll get better. If you guys still need a squire to help you out.
Of course. Giselle and I always appreciate the help. In fact, how about you help me with these potions?
I'd like that, Doc.
Oh, hey! The fishies are back! Nice! Val would be happy about this. Her net's been turning up empty these past months. And oops, I probably shouldn't have peed here last time. Gotta keep these fishies healthy! Not that coming war scared you off, little buddies. I wonder if Princess Kamala would like some. Okay. Guess there's no harm in it. I know if she likes fish, but this might cheer her up. Now, where's my...
It is just me.
Jumping Lady of the Lake! Princess! Oh, gods. Damn it, Your Highness! Oh, you almost gave me a heart attack. What are you doing here?
Why?
Man, I almost... Huh? What?
Why did you do it?
Do what?
Lie! Why did you lie? You know what I have done. You saw the books. You have seen me that night in the forest. So, why?
I'm not really sure what you want to hear from me, Princess.
The truth. Why did you do it? Why do you still keep this a secret? What do you want from me?
Wait. You think I did that because I was expecting something in return?
Everything comes at a price, Squire. That is how it is in your kingdom. That is how it is in Alcos. To think otherwise is naive and will cost you your life one day. I have made that mistake once, and I do not want you to.
Maybe I wasn't really expecting anything.
What are you?
I don't know. I just thought that maybe you weren't that kind of person. Sure, you make mistakes and you're kind of scary when you're angry, but deep down, I thought you were really nice. And that you wanted what's best for your kingdom. And that your heart was in the right place.
You are a fool! You are making a big mistake! Do you even realize what you have done? By covering for me, you are implicating yourself! Putting yourself in danger, and... Do not laugh, Squire. This is...
Okay, sorry. It's just that
Were you thinking of all this when you defended that kid?
Of course not. Lord Drake's punishment was simply too much. I could not stand.
How about when you helped Lady Taliha and exposed the Spice One? Or when you defended me from Lord Smugface? Yeah, didn't think so.
Those are unrelated matters.
Right. Well, whatever your opinion is, I still think you're a good person. Nobles never really cared for people like us, you know? Not like you did. So you're pretty special in my book, and remember what you told me? That those who do not know of the past are bound to repeat its mistakes. That reading books is important because of that.
Folk tales and silly legends will do nothing to keep my kingdom and my people safe, Squire.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about history. Cerulea's history. You told me I needed to know about those things. And now I do. I read them. And I've read all of them. Even if they're boring. So, I know. I know that Cerulea has survived far worse. Is that why you wanted this alliance? Because you knew about that sort of stuff? I'm not afraid to fight in this war anymore, you know? Even if it means fighting for those snooty nobles. Because I know now that we have a chance. Because I read those books. Because you said it's important. So why can't those things be important to you now? I don't know what you're trying to do, okay? Just that, in the end, I know that you'll do whatever you feel is right. Because that's the Kamala I've come to know.
Oh, Squire! Where are you? Skipping out on your duties, huh?
Crap! I need to go. Oh wait, you're not supposed to. He's not supposed to see you, right? Run, Kamala. I'll distract him.
You're doing it again.
That's just me. A badass squire. You should be used to it by now. You can thank me later, okay? Now go.
Ha! Gotcha!
Yeah! Let go, you!
That's Sir Hugh to you, and you're coming with me.
What a day. Time for some Pamu time. I may not be in that pigeon game yet, but at least this gig's way